What would happen? Well, we would neglect education, because education is the guardian of the guardians. Right? Education is what makes sure that the guardians behave properly. If they're not educated properly, the result is going to be that they're going to start to love honor rather than love knowledge. And that means that eventually the city will move into the first of its injustices, praising and valuing honor over knowledge. And then you're going to get something like the Spartan or the Cretan constitutions, where honor, it's called the Timocratic constitution, where the man of honor supplants the man of knowledge. And since knowledge is virtue, and honor is sometimes not virtuous, if you think about Achilles, if you think about Odysseus or Agamemnon, honorable men are not always good men and often not knowledgeable men. So the first of the degenerate regimes will be the Timocratic regime, the regime of honor. That will break up because these honorable men do not know how to control their emotions. They do not know how to control their desires. And the necessary consequence of that will be an oligarchy, where a few men try and accumulate a great many pleasures. They'll get to control a lot of property, and they'll control a great many things that they would want. And they will work to satisfy the necessary pleasures. They will have some sort of self-discipline, but it will be a clear deterioration from the regime of the Timocratic man. The next degenerate regime after the oligarch, his son, will be the Democrat. He will want not unlimited, but he will want to pursue the unnecessary as opposed to the necessary desires. And that's true of the demos. That's true of most people. So the next stage down in our descent away from the good regime is towards democracy. So it goes from the ideal city to the Timocratic city to the oligarchic city to the democratic city. And then just below the democratic city, which is full of all kinds of pleasures and pains and miscellaneous emotions and a very unorderly, disorderly, un-Apollonian soul, we get the worst of regimes, the tyrannical regime, and the worst of men, the tyrannical man. And the tyrannical man is the one that wants to have as many desires as he can and to satisfy them as completely as he can, but this is a wretched life where your desires always outstrip your capacity to satisfy them. So you're constantly scratching itches, but you have many more itches than you can scratch. So you're constantly in a wretched state being pushed around by your feelings, never being able to organize your soul.